Grace and peace, God's people. Pastor Chelsea Sims here to give you your Make Your Day tip number 2. Now, Make Your Day is a tip that I give of things that God has done in the world. The Bible says this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. So part of our responsibility is to have that same productive, reproductive, creative spirit that God did in making this world. We have to do that exact same thing to make our day and make our world what we want it to be. God is not asking us to do nothing. He's asking us to be himself in the earth. He expects to reap where he has not sown, according to the parable that Jesus tells about the 3 sowers. God expects us to be gods in the earth, according to Psalm 82. So we have to choose the things that God chose to make happen. Make those things happen, reproduce those things, and we find good tips for us to do. All right, today's tip is about potted soil. Now, for those of you who are farmers, those of you who are gardening enthusiasts, you will know and understand this tip very well, that there are certain plants that grow in certain soils. God has designed the entire earth to grow in its season, in its time, in its area. There are trees, like when you fly down to Florida and you touch down and you see all the palm trees lined down both sides of the airport. You cannot get those palm trees in the middle of Charlotte. You can't get those palm trees when you go up to LaGuardia. You can't get those palm trees when you go over to Midway. You can't get those palm trees in Chicago, New York. I don't even think you can get them in Texas. Why? Because those things are specifically grown in specific soil. So you yourself are specifically grown in specific soil. There are only certain places that you can go and grow. There are only certain things that you can be around, certain environments that are conducive for your growth, and other environments that are flat out not conducive for your growth. Other environments that are flat out unhealthy for you, that cause damage to you, that will deteriorate your well-being. So, saints, we have to figure out, how do we get in the right soil? One of the easiest ways we can determine what the right soil is for us is the person that we listen to every morning, the church that we go to, the advisors, the mentors that are around us, the friends and family that are around us. It's a very easy place for us to determine whether we will grow there. Listen, you cannot choose the family that you are born into, but you can choose the family that you grow with. The family that you grow with will be those individuals that help you, that surround you, that pot you, so to speak, that soil you with good circumstances that can produce growth in you. Now, just a little tip. Some of the best plants, some of the best fruits, some of the best vegetables are potted in good soil, and then they're soiled on, if you understand my drift. There is feces, there is fecal matter that is dropped on them. So sometimes the best environment for you is a rough environment. Oh my goodness. Sometimes the best environment for you, Job, is for you to be surrounded by friends that are hating on you and a wife that's talking junk about you. That's the situation where you grow. I know you don't want to hear that this morning. I know you don't want to hear that there is an environment that God is going to place you in where the heat is hot, where the conditions are not ripe, where it's stinky, it's messy, it's an uncomfortable situation. You're not cool with it. It doesn't feel good to you, but it's the best place for you to grow. Sadly, some of our best songs that we have ever heard are from artists who are in the worst times of their life. I know personally, as being a huge fan of Tasha Cobbs Leonard, one of her initial breakout songs was Happy. She talked about, you make me happy, you make me whole, right? It's a song she made and she sang unto the Lord. But secretly, she was having the battle of depression of her life. That battle of depression was the soil, was the ground, was the feces, was the dung that surrounded her and allowed her to sprout up in due season. I'm telling you that you can't be mad if the circumstance God has put you in is a bad soiled circumstance. It may not feel good to you, but it is good for you. you. It may not feel like you want to be surrounded by these individuals, but I'm telling you right now that you have to be okay with the environment that God throws you into. Because when he throws you into an environment, the Bible says that he does all things well. So whatever he's doing it specifically to put you somewhere. So saints, how do we make our day? Just as God made the earth, how do we make our day, our earth day? We have to set ourselves in the proper place and alignment for our growth. The Bible says it like this in Jeremiah: set your face as a flint. Don't consider men in their faces. You got to get in the right spirit, frame of mind, and in the right environment. I pray this word blesses you. Listen, if it did bless you, do me a favor. Good morning, Sister Davis. Share this message, okay? We've been looking at the metrics and we found out two things, okay? Two things we found out. Number one, those of you who are sharing in people's inbox, I so appreciate you. That is absolutely necessary so that people can get this word personally. Number two, can y'all that shared it on y'all pages still do that? When I just tell you to do it in the inbox, that gives us a certain bit of interaction. But if you do it in both places, that will be really wonderful for me. I would really appreciate it. So if you would, please ma'am, please sir, share this video to someone's inbox that you know is potted in hard soil, but that's going to cause them to grow, and then share it to your page and tell everybody that you know, hey, this guy, he's on to something here, all right? Pray that you all are blessed. I will see you all tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. to do our Make Your Day number 3. And I'll try my hardest to be spot on time. My little girl, my 2-year-old, my precious little baby, is sick right now. So because she's sick, my schedule is all over the world. I won't make any excuses, but I'll do my best to be on here every day. I did the last 30 days. Probably going through some of the craziest points in my life, but I was able to get it done. All right. Good morning, sis. So yeah, y'all share this video, like this video, and I will greatly appreciate it. Get yourself in God's soil for you. You all be blessed.